Hello, Cookie. Welcome back, Ruby Roses. We are doing something different today. We are in Turkey, and this is Kıvanç Kardeş, who is the managing partner of Seawind Europe.
Hi everyone, this is Kıvanç from Seawind Europe. I'm happy to be with Nick and Terysa here today and welcome them in our plant in Seawind.
Now, you'll probably over the next 10 minutes see a factory that is pretty different to the Vietnamese factory because it is a brand new facility. And while we're having some warranty work done, I wanted to kind of show you a little kind of throwback to boat building. So as you know, we have a Seawind 1370, and the smaller version of the 1370 is the 1170. Now, they have a production line here where they're building all these boats, and we're going to wander through how these boats are built. Very similar to the 1370 process, but again, it's all done sequentially with boats coming out of the mold, lamination, and then going further down to fit out. But this is different from Ho Chi Minh, and it's just so much as you can see in far greater detail how the fit out is going to go. And so what we're going to do is we're going to wander up there, have a look at the first hull that's come out of the mold, the latest hull that's come out of the mold, and then move through so you can see the fit out. And then it's interesting for those customers taking delivery of 1170s here, or need their work done in Europe for 1370s, 1260s, all the other models. Actually, we're also going to talk about how the warranty work occurs here as well. So without further ado, we are going to take a walk up the catwalk. It's a catwalk, that reminds me of Cookie. and talk about this. Let's have a little walk up there. So Kıvanç, this is hull number
6. Our assembly line consists of 6 stations actually.
Fine.
So we are planning to always have one boat in lamination cycle and then 6 assembly stages where we start step by step, and first 2 being the assembly and then the gel coat repair works, and then go into fit out stages.
Fantastic. So, I can see from 2 years in Ho Chi Minh City, vacuum infusion, foam core, very strong. And then obviously you've got modular inserts for the furniture, and then the cabin top goes on for the station 2. And you've got a similar stringer system as well in the hulls.
Exactly, the similar bulkheads, and also the construction. Actually, that's typical of Seawinds. I mean, it's just not a hull where you insert some timber furniture, but all our furnitures, which we tend to say like modules, are glassed, and they become the integral part of the body. So the boat acts like really one piece.
Stiff and fast. Yeah. Okay, so stage 1, infusion, insertion of the modules. Then we move on to point 2.
In stage 2, now the furnitures are already placed in the boat. The engines are installed, engine beds, and then the engines are installed. The furnitures are installed, so the boat becomes ready to have the deck on it. And that's approximately half of the cycle time. When we reach, we are ready to laminate the deck.
Question, you're using Yanmar 40s in this?
We use Yanmar 29 horsepower. Yeah.
And they must be put in, where's the access for the engines? Inside?
Yeah, it's inside.
Okay.
Inside the port aft head, and also
okay, perfect. So stage 2, engines, and then you've got a coach, like the deck goes on.
Yep.
Let's look to stage 3.
Okay. Stage 3, basically stage 3 and partially stage 4, we are doing the necessary joinery work. When the deck is joined, we need to make the finishes of the joints, and also from the interior we need to do the same, and we need to laminate the interior wall liners, and also do rest of the exterior gel coat work, where you get ready to put the targa and coach roof on. Okay. Mostly preparation for fit out operations are done in this stage.
Okay, this is 3 to 4 is actually where the coach, the targa top goes on.
Yes.
So let's go and have a look at that, because then you've got the targa arch and all the other bits that go with that. So stage 4, what have we got here, Kıvanç?
So in stage 4, we are finalizing also some gel coat repairs inside the boat. to make it ready for all the assemblies in a clean way. And of course, we do the targa and coach roof, which needs its certain joinery work, of course.
Okay.
And also, we are preparing the boat, especially the glass areas, for installation of the glasses.
Okay, so
Yeah.
basically 4 is final addition of the top.
Yeah.
That takes us to 5.
Yeah.
Okay, Kivanch, we're starting to look a lot more like a boat now.
Yeah.
5, what are we doing in 5?
So now we are starting to install all the systems in the boat. Really, all the electrical stuff
Okay,
goes
so
inside.
that's final fit out, yeah.
Yeah, the plumbing goes there. Besides the exterior cosmetic stuff and some installation electric devices, the rest of the infrastructure is finished in this stage totally before it goes to stage 6. And also we start putting the deck gear on this stage. So, and also at the end of this stage, the glasses will be already installed on the boat before it goes to the stage 6.
And stage 6 is the final stage because you don't have any more room in the factory, I guess.
We have one more stage where it's just quality control checks, checklists, etc. That's the final stage of actually installing some stuff on the boat. And here you will see that the trifold door, all the glasses are already on, the helm seats are installed, more or less all the stainless steel work on the deck is installed, the coach roof is finalized. So at this stage we are finalizing some electrical units like the AC installation, Webasto installation, those kind of stuff. And of course, all the Timberworks kit goes in. We are specifically aiming to do it at the very last stage because it will come as a kit and we don't want the Timberworks to be damaged. We really aim to do it, the Timberworks and the flooring and the ceiling upholstery. So that's why after a certain point of this stage, the boat looks still empty, but suddenly...
Oh yeah, there'll be like, so between where we are now and this boat being finished, how many weeks do we think?
We have about 3 weeks time
That's good.
to finish this.
And then after that, the next stage is QC, and making sure that's fine. So you're moving to Selden mastwork now, so all your spars are Selden?
Yeah, this boat will be totally built with Selden rigging, standing rigging, running rigging, and mostly the deck hardware, the cars, etc. In some areas, we still have Harken parts also, but the general rigging itself, mast, boom, cross beam assemblies, and shrouds, forestay, etc. They will all come from Selden.
And who's making the sails for this boat now? Is it?
We're planning to work with Ullman Sails here in Turkey.
Good.
The Ullman Sails loft, actually many sail companies have lofts in Turkey, manufacturing facilities, but the Ullman having almost a third generation sailing family and sailmaker family gives us a high confidence in the quality of the products.
It looks really great.
And also in terms of service, they are located in Izmir. Very easy support when we need from them.
Of course. And that's the thing about having support, making sure you've got support for the product quickly.
Exactly.
Okay, so a couple of statistics. The length of this is 40 foot?
That's a 39 foot.
39 foot boat, and the weight is going to be about?
It's going to be about 10 tons. That's what we are expecting.
And you're putting the 29 horsepower Yanmars in there. It's a good looking boat, actually. It is. And the stainless is still the high quality stuff that we got from, you were saying it's half midway from...
Yeah, most of the parts are still midway on this boat, but we have also a reliable Turkish supplier who is also supplying the stainless steel work of Beneteau's, Elan, and partially Oyster.
It's good. And one final question on this. Base price for this in US dollars?
This one's base price is 510.
510.
US dollars, yeah.
And there's add what, another 100 for...
Well, if you want a decent boat with some lithium pack and AC, etc., so a livable boat would end up somewhere around 600.
Yeah. Honestly, for a 40-foot catamaran that's brand new,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. That is very good, actually. Okay, listen, amazing. Very, very happy with that. We're going to take a spin around the factory, and I just want to show you some different parts, things that actually, after having spent 2 years in the Ho Chi Minh factory, things are being done differently here, and I'm not going to say an improvement, just different. Let's just call it different. But it is very, very good to see, very interesting to see. The second part that they do here is the warranty repairs on all the Seawinds coming into the Med. Now that is for two things. Number one, for the Seawinds that are built here and are being delivered here, but also the ones like ours that are being shipped. And so people that are taking the route of Vietnam shipped to the Mediterranean, and then from the Mediterranean sailed on to America, which I really think you should all do if you want to take the boat to America. This is a really good stopping point to get you out of the Schengen zone and also to get your warranty work done. So with 6 hulls in build, there's obviously the bit that goes before that, the prequel. That's kind of chapters 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars before the actual good stuff 4, 5, and 6 turn up. Anyway, Star Wars aside, so this is infusion. It is very, very similar to the Vietnamese process, all vacuum infused. I can kind of see the pineapple top where everything goes on there. Kivanch, it's the same as the Vietnamese setup, I believe.
Yeah, actually, it's very, very similar setup. We have the main hull is made of 3 pieces, 2 side hulls and a center hull. So we start with gel coating here, where we have this designated gel coat application area, where you can see already one of the side hulls getting ready to be gel coat applied.
So basically, gel coat sprayed into there, or releasing agent, gel coat, then the laminate, then vacuum infusion here.
Yeah, here.
The process is the same as the 1370, center mold, and then the 2 sides brought up and bonded together, which is exactly how our boat was built. Good, interesting.
So this area is dedicated for these hull and deck molds. We are having the deck mold over there. Now prepared for the next infusion. They are making the fiber layup. And once these parts are coming from infusion, the next stage is here trimming. So we have this isolated place because it's a dusty process. So we have pieces here, we take them, we trim them, make them ready to be glassed or assembled into the hulls. Also the hull goes through the same process, of course. It goes here, and then we move the hull in next stage for the assembly.
The production, interesting. And then obviously your carpentry is being done in-house and your upholstery is being done in-house. And so basically over time you will move far more production to the European branch.
Well, eventually there may be more production or with our quantities. So we are trying to work on scaling what's feasible to do it in-house, what's feasible to do as outsourced.
Okay.
But eventually we may have more production inside.
It looks good. As I said, the place is spotless. So away from the factory, like looking down on this production line, there's a lot to see, but obviously why Turkey? There's a lot of changes that have happened actually from the first 2 hulls of the 1170 to the modern production or the kind of updated production. Kivanch, what is different? Tell us. We've talked off camera about a lot of the things that you've implemented. Mm-hmm. What have you done? What's new?
Well, first of all, we have a setup team from the very beginning. You know, this plant is set up as a custom-built plant, and we really, in terms of personnel and the team, we wanted to be a compact and efficient plant here. Mm-hmm. So that means we really needed to do things efficiently, and in terms of production assembly-wise. For example, we are now working hardly on joining some of our molds with the others to bring up parts with more structural integrity and also better tolerances, like having our longeron as a single part together with the hull mold, or also we are now manufacturing our center furniture together with our galley and port midship furnitures, which allows to have structural integrity, and also, since everything is coming out of one mold, the dimensions are more precise, the floor widths, etc. Those kind of things are we can basically manufacture with more precision in these.
I mean, that's the thing, precision engineering, and obviously if you integrate the long run into the hull mold, so it's just one piece, there's less failure points, it's stronger, stiffer, probably lighter because you've got less of a bond there, and yeah, the tolerances, you can get a far better precision mold. But also you talked about some of the options.
Well, in the fiberglass work, basically there are some small modifications, like in the cockpit we used to have a single hatch rear settee. Now we have separated to double hatch to use easily, and also access to more storage space. And also for some functionality, for example, we have moved the gas tanks from below the starboard helm seat to just below the barbecue.
The propane tanks for barbecue,
propane tanks, which is allowing us more space. And then now we are able to offer to our customer that space as an additional cockpit refrigeration space. Also inside the boat, we are now offering washing machine. From several of our customers, we have this request of a propane-free galley.
Yes.
So I think it's coming to that direction, going to that direction, and some of our customers are happy with just having an induction stovetop, but some of them would like to have a totally propane-free galley, which means they also want their oven to be an electric oven, which together brings us to the requirement of a higher battery capacity and a bigger charger inverter.
I mean, what I would say is that since we had Ruby Rose 2, I don't think we've used the propane for anything apart from the barbecue.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the barbecue, when speaking about it, you know, the cookout barbecue apparently has been a signature for Seawind for so many years. And after the first 2 hours, it's back there, so it's as an option. It could be purchased. That traditional cookout barbecue will be on.
And we've been cooking on it. It's a very good barbecue. Great. And also one final thing, and I'm a little bit envious about this. You have an option for a wooden cockpit table, I believe.
Exactly.
A wooden cockpit table. We don't get one. Anyway, so look, an interesting look at just the options on this boat.
What is that behind you? No, not your hair.
That's Cookie, the Seawind cat.
So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to leave it to Kivanch to say goodbye. Kivanch.
Well, guys, thank you very much for coming here. It was a really pleasure for us. We're always excited to have guests in our new plant, and especially you being here was very exciting for us, and I hope you liked what you have seen here. And I would like to thank you for being here, all the time you spent here, and welcome anytime again.
Thank you. I wish I could do it that well. I hope you enjoyed that. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up, tell us what you think of this production. Compare and contrast Vietnam to Europe. See you all again next week. Goodbye.